my name is Laura Rorick, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about my near-death experience, my NDE, which I actually joked about for years. I called it my NDE, but truthfully I really thought it was just a dream, a hallucination, seeing behind the blood vessels behind my eyeballs. You know, I didn't know what it was, but I talked about it and told people about this, and it was just kind of a fun thing. And until about 2 months ago, when I listened to Dr. Eben Alexander's near-death experience. He is the famous neurosurgeon. He wrote the book called Proof of Heaven, and I came across his YouTube, and it was just absolutely fascinating. His was much more involved because he was in a coma for 7 days, and what happened to me was in my late 30s, I guess, I got the flu, and my flu went into pneumonia, and my pneumonia went into trilobar pneumonia. So 3 of my 5 lobes were, completely filled with fluid, and I was really sick. And the thing about pneumonia, just by the way, is you have no idea how sick you are when you have it because you're not getting enough oxygen to the brain and you're not thinking right. So anyway, I ended up going to the clinic. They were called a 911 ambulance for me because there was no hospital at the clinic where I went to. Anyway, I ended up going by ambulance to the hospital, and I was there for 8 days. So the first day I was there, they told my husband they didn't know if I was going to make it. That's how sick I was. And I'm not exactly sure when this experience happened, because I was in the hospital for 8 days, and it was 30-something years ago, and I really didn't take my story totally seriously until 2 months ago. But I'll tell you exactly what I remember and how I've told the story, and that is that I was my consciousness. I wasn't a physical body. I was like an energy body, and I was in an area that wasn't like a solid room, but it was some sort of a space that actually had an opening that the door would kind of open and close and let more of these beings in. And that was kind of the fun part, is in this area where I was in this time, I was surrounded by thousands of little bodies. And in my mind, my memory was they were like little fairy godmothers. They were like little bees, little fairy godmother bees humming around, thousands of them. And this door that would open would let more come in, and then it would shut and more would come in. And I was surrounded by these beings, and it was just a very loving feeling. But the most memorable was that there was a hum or a thrum or a vibration or a sound, and I called these guys my little healing buddies. And the thing that was so comical about them was that while they were healing me, they were also visiting with each other. It was like, hey, haven't seen you since the last healing, how have you been? So there was this excitement and thrum and energy and vibration, and it was just a really loving